welcome back to Sky Sports News, where we have some major breaking news.
The football world has been left stunned after FIFA officially ordered a rematch between Arsenal and Manchester City following a shocking admission from VAR officials that a massive error had altered the outcome of their dramatic Premier League clash. What was supposed to be a thrilling encounter between two of England's biggest title rivals descended into controversy, and now the governing body has taken the extraordinary step of demanding the game be replayed in the interest of fairness and integrity. The original match at the Emirates Stadium was billed as one of the most important fixtures of the season, with both Arsenal and Manchester City locked in a tight battle at the top of the table. The atmosphere was electric, the stakes were sky high, and the players on both sides delivered a contest filled with intensity, skill, and heart. Arsenal had battled their way into a 2-1 lead, and with time running out, it looked like Mikel Arteta's men were set to secure a statement victory that could tilt the balance of the title race in their favour. But all of that changed in the blink of an eye when Erling Haaland appeared to drift offside before setting up Phil Foden for what proved to be the equaliser. Arsenal defenders immediately raised their arms, appealing for the flag, and the Emirates erupted in disbelief when the referee allowed the goal to stand after consulting VAR. As replays flooded social media, it quickly became clear that Haaland was indeed beyond the last defender when the ball was played. Yet VAR, relying on its calibrated offside lines, ruled the goal legal. The backlash was instant and furious. Arsenal fans felt robbed, pundits accused the officials of incompetence, and even some neutrals admitted that the decision had cast a shadow over an otherwise spectacular game of football. Within hours of the final whistle, the PGMOL issued a statement admitting that the technology had been misapplied, with the lines drawn from the wrong point of contact. The error meant that Haaland's assist should never have stood, and Arsenal should have walked away with a victory. What happened next was even more extraordinary. While most errors of this nature are met with apologies and promises of better standards, this one escalated to the highest levels of football governance. FIFA stepped in, stating that the incident undermined the integrity of the competition and that corrective action was required. In a statement that has sent shockwaves across the sport, FIFA confirmed that the Arsenal vs Manchester City fixture will be replayed, marking one of the most unprecedented interventions in the history of domestic league football. For Arsenal, the ruling has been hailed as a victory for fairness. Mikel Arteta, who had cut a furious figure on the touchline when the goal was allowed, welcomed the chance to set things right. He described the decision as a step towards justice, and stressed that teams deserve to have their efforts decided on the pitch, not by flawed technology. Arsenal fans, long vocal about their frustrations with VAR in high-profile matches, flooded social media with messages of relief, saying the ruling was proof that accountability had finally caught up with the system. Manchester City, however, are far less pleased. Club officials argued that human errors, however painful, are part of the game, and that replaying matches every time a controversial decision is made risks plunging football into chaos. Pep Guardiola, speaking after the announcement, was visibly frustrated. "This is football, not perfection," he said. "Referees make mistakes, players make mistakes, coaches make mistakes. If we start replaying every match because of one error, the season will never end. It is not fair to anyone." His comments sparked debate, with some agreeing that replaying games sets a dangerous precedent, while others countered that the magnitude of the error left FIFA with no other choice. Fans of both clubs have been locked in fierce debate as well. Arsenal supporters are celebrating the ruling as a long overdue correction, arguing that such an obvious blunder demanded strong action. City fans, meanwhile, view the decision as unfair interference that punishes them for an error they had no control over. Beyond the tribal loyalties, neutrals and pundits are questioning what this means for the future of VAR. If FIFA is willing to intervene in this case, will other clubs begin filing appeals whenever they feel hard done by? Could this open the floodgates to endless disputes and a never-ending calendar of replays? The controversy has also reignited discussions about the effectiveness of VAR. Introduced to eliminate clear and obvious errors, the system has instead become a source of repeated controversy. Supporters were promised accuracy and fairness, but what they have seen too often are delays, confusion, and mistakes that seem even more damaging because they come from technology that was supposed to remove doubt. FIFA's decision underscores the fact that trust in VAR is at an all-time low, and unless serious reforms are made, confidence in the system may never recover. When Arsenal and Manchester City eventually take to the pitch again for the replay, it will be far more than just another league fixture. The rematch will be a symbol of the growing tension between football tradition and modern technology, between fallible human judgment and the quest for perfection. Both teams will know that this is more than 3 points at stake. It is about pride, fairness, and the credibility of the game itself. Players will feel the weight of the occasion, fans will demand clarity and justice, and every decision from the officials will be scrutinized like never before. Whether Arsenal can repeat their strong performance from the first meeting or whether City will feel inspired to prove a point remains to be seen. What is certain is that this replay will attract global attention, not just for the football on display, but for what it represents in the ongoing evolution of the sport. For better or worse, the rematch will go down in history as one of the most unusual and significant fixtures the Premier League has ever seen. And no matter the final score, it will forever be remembered as the match where VAR forced FIFA to step in, rewriting the rules of fairness in modern football.